welcome to the Library with Miss Amanda here on Steve Shetler Media, and we're going to jump right into it. So last week our trivia question was about the leap years. So this year is a leap year. So on leap years, February has an extra day. And actually this year we have 29 days. Typically February has 28. And my question last week was, if this year is a leap year, when will the next leap year be? So leap years happen every 4 years. So if this year is a leap year, the next one should be in 2028. So look forward to that. And actually, last week I questioned what happens if somebody has a birthday on leap day. I actually looked that up, and typically people celebrate them the day before or the day after. So February 28th or March 1st. So they do get a birthday. That wasn't as sad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, I would not like to have a birthday only once every 4 years. That would make me pretty sad. But yeah, so that's what happens. This week, we're going to have a trivia question a little bit kind of about taxes, but about books. We are at the library, so I thought this was appropriate. So my question this week is, which of these publications has the most words in it? So this is a multiple choice this week. So which one has the most words? The novel War and Peace, which if you know that one, that's a thick book. Thick. So option 1 is War and Peace. Option 2, the King James Version of the Bible. And option 3 is the U.S. Tax Code. These are all pretty hefty publications. So which one has the most words in it? And I'll tell you at the end of my segment. Moving on to books you don't want to miss this week. Our first book is our book club book for March. This is the Butterfly Effect. And it's got a little sticker here. If you see these, this means this is an all Iowa reads. So every year they pick, they have a short list and they pick a winner for what they recommend for an all Iowa read. So this is kind of a high honor. This was the winner in 2022. They have an adult category, a teen category, and now they have a children's category. So this was the adult winner in 2022. The Butterfly Effect by Rachel Mans McKinney. So I'll just read you a little bit about it. Is there such a thing as an antisocial butterfly? If there were, Greta Odo would know about it and totally relate. An entomologist, Greta prefers the company of bugs to humans, and that's okay because people don't seem to like her that much anyways, with the exception of her twin brother Danny, though they've recently had a falling out. So when she lands a research gig in the rainforest, she leaves it all behind. But when Danny suffers an aneurysm, Greta abandons her research and hurries back to the Midwest to be there for her brother. Coming home means confronting all that she left behind, including her lousy soon-to-be sister-in-law, her estranged mother, and her ex-boyfriend Brandon, who runs a butterfly conservatory in town. Dissertation woes mixed with romantic and family drama create chaos in Greta's perfectly cataloged and compartmentalized world. Greta will have to ask herself if she has the courage to open up for the people she loves and for those who want to love her. This is an unconventional tale about self-discovery, navigating relationships, and how sometimes it takes stepping outside of our comfort zone to find what we need the most. So this is the Butterfly Effect. It's available at the library. It is our book club book for March. That will be on March 16th. So if you would like a copy, we have plenty of copies available. Just stop by the front desk to get one. And my second book is one of my staff members picked out. This is Livewire by Kelly Ripa. This is long-winded short stories. They said that it reads just like Kelly talks, so I think even without reading the description, this would be a good one. So it says, Dear reader, friends, those casually perusing, and those forced to engage against their will. I know your time is limited, and I'd rather you read the book than this jacket copy, so I'll get right to it. The book you hold in your hands was the hardest thing I've ever had to create. Even harder than my 3 children, because at least Mark was involved in the start of that process. With the writing in this book, he just sat there and listened while I read to him, brought me water, stared at me while he ranted about how hard this process was and what business did I have doing this in the first place. He did offer some editorial notes, I can't lie, and plenty of good material, But the doing, the words, sentences, paragraphs, pages, cutting, more words, more sentences, occasionally crying, that was all me. So this is stories from Kelly Ripa about her life. It's a biography, and it is available now at the library. All right, upcoming programs. So we do not have Toddler Time next Monday, but we will be back on March 4th. We are going to be doing some fun stuff. We're going to get into some St. Patrick's and some Easter stuff. Super cute stuff coming up for Toddler Time. Book club will be on the March 16th, and it will be The Butterfly Effect that I just featured. Cook the Book will be March 4th, our easy weeknight dinners. After school program will be a little bit early in March, so it'll be the 5th, 6th, and 7th. Then freezer meals in February are next week. We already cut off registration for that, so if you'd like to sign up, you will be signing up for March's freezer meals. I will have that menu for you next month. And then the 27th of next week, we are going to have a booth at the Elementary's reading fair. So make sure you stop by. We will be down by the teacher's lounge. We have a fun game. We'll have some stuff to hand out, and we will have an early registration for our summer program starting in June. So don't miss that. My patron question of the week. So I thought this was an interesting one. Somebody asked me what one of my favorite library stories was. And I actually have a really funny one. So one of my favorite stories about working at the library is, it was probably maybe 2 or 3 years after I started. So maybe early 2010, 2012 era. I had somebody call when I was at the front desk, and they asked if I would tell them how to say Sigourney. They were very, very upset that their local news kept saying it wrong. So they kept saying it was Sigourney. And this bothered this patron, who ended up actually being out of Dubuque. It bothered them so much that they called us to see if there was anything we could do about it. And we do have some reach to different people, but this was a new one. I've never tried to reach out to a news broadcasting company before. So I actually got a hold of somebody there and corrected them. And the next time that the news aired, it was corrected. They said Sigourney instead of Sigourney. So when you think that the library can't do a whole lot about something, always try. We have some ways to get things done that people may not think about. But that's one of my favorite stories. Like, they were very upset that they were saying it wrong, so I'm glad we were able to help with that and make their day. All right, our trivia question this week. What has more words in it? Like, I don't know if you guys have seen the novel War and Peace, but it's a big book, and when people check it out, it's like, thank you for loving this book. And a lot of people would be intimidated by such a hefty novel, not just the content about what it is written about, but just the sheer size of it. So the novel War and Peace, in the English version, there's several different languages that's been translated into, but in the English version there are 587,287 words in there. That's a lot of words. However, that is not the one with the most words. Our other option, the King James Bible, another hefty book, a lot of words, a lot of pages. So that one has 783,137 words. So War and Peace about 580,000, King James Bible about 780,000, but the winner is the U.S. tax code. So it actually comes in 2 volumes, but if you get both the volumes together, there's 2,652 pages, and each page has 450 words on it. So altogether, with both volumes, that is 1.2 million words. And that's rough. That's a rough 1.2 million words. They're guessing. I don't think anybody's actually ever calculated, but that is a rough estimate. So War and Peace, 580,000. King James Bible, 780,000. The U.S. tax code is 1.2 million. So just to get that kind of in retrospect, the entire 7-book Harry Potter series is just over 1 million. So there's around 200,000 more words than the entire Harry Potter series. So if you've ever wanted a lengthy read, pick up the US tax code, because that'll take you a while. If you'd like something shorter, make sure you visit the library. You can pick up one of my 2 books that I featured this week or any other week, or pick out something different. If you want the US tax code, I'm sure that we can get it for you. But that's all I have this week, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week.